1,000 junior doctors working in the health service in England. 36,000 voted to strike, and health leaders complain that the BMA has now been deliberately obstructing attempts by hospital managers to plan emergency cover. Thousands of operations and procedures will be cancelled as the NHS tries to prioritise urgent care. On the union side, junior doctors leaders have launched an advertising campaign saying they could earn more as baristas serving coffee than in hospitals. So where does this end? I'm joined now by Dr. Emma Runswick, who's deputy chair of the BMA and is herself a junior doctor. Emma, thank you very much for joining me. Can I ask you, first of all, to your reaction to the allegation that the BMA is making it very hard for hospitals to plan emergency care?
Well, that's absolutely not true. We gave the NHS plenty of notice of the kind of action that we would be taking. We told them back in January, before we even balloted, that there would be 72 hours of withdrawal of work by junior doctors. To enable the NHS to plan for senior doctors, consultants and specialists to cover urgent, critical and emergency care. We have been in conversations with NHS England, and they assure us that has occurred, and that all of those services, maternity services, ICU, emergency departments, will be staffed. What we have asked our junior doctor members to do is to not tell their departments whether they will be taking strike action or not. And that is to combat the extensive bullying and intimidation that we have seen from some management, including threatening of visas, threatening to withhold swaps and leave that enables people to take time off, and so on. So we don't want that to happen to junior doctors. So we've asked junior doctors to not disclose that information ahead of the strikes, to enable planning to take place, safe planning to take place, for senior doctors to provide cover.
Emma, that's very clear. Very briefly, your union is saying that junior doctors are now earning less than they would if they were working as baristas in coffee bars. That must be an exaggeration, surely.
No. A first-year doctor earns £14.09 an hour. Pret a Manger have just increased their wages because of inflation, because of the cost of living crisis, to £14.10 an hour. So, yes, it is true that there are significant numbers of junior doctors who are earning less than people working in Pret a Manger. That's not a criticism of the baristas. It's a criticism of the government that they haven't kept up our pay in line with inflation.
Emma, I know you've been hanging on. Apologies for that. Thank you very much indeed. I know you've got to go, but thanks very much indeed. Much appreciated. Now, coming up...